roster, there's a lot of players that you coached last year on the go-go. How could that help with chemistry and continuity in the summer league?
Definitely a lot of familiar faces, guys that have been working hard, and I've gotten a chance to build relationships with them. So I think that definitely gives you a little bit of an edge. There's a level of comfort that I have with those guys and that those guys have with me. So hopefully that shows on the floor. We'll see shortly.
Usually in the summer league, it's a lot of guys who haven't played together. So what kind of contrast could that present?
Well, I think, so far in practice what we've seen is guys looking and hunting for the extra pass, a really cohesive unit. Despite the lack of reps together or lack of games together, I think everybody out here has got a pure heart and an interest in playing team basketball, and I think that's the type of product that we're looking forward to putting on the floor.
What do you like about this roster, and what do you hope to accomplish for these summer league games?
Yeah, I think the big thing is it's really twofold. Number one, these guys are getting a comfort level with how we do things here, the foundation that Coach Keefe, that Will and Michael have instituted in what we're doing from a developmental standpoint and from a concept standpoint on both sides of the ball. I think the other thing that we're looking to do is experiment with some different things that may or may not work, that we can determine, hey, this is going to work for us during the season. This is something we need to look at making a part of what we do. Some of those ideas, might be shelved afterwards. So I think there's a lot of balls in the air right now, but for the new guys right now, what they do a really good job of is coming in, bringing a positive attitude. They communicate well with their teammates. Overall, the general feel in the building is really, really positive.
What will Bub's role be offensively? Will he be running the offense?
Yeah, I think the beauty of what we're really experimenting with, we'll start with the versatility from Alex, right? Alex is such a unique character. He's a guy who can bring the ball up the court. He can play all positions. So off of misses, you're going to see a truly positionless push. Off of makes, we will find the point guard and look to hunt triggers in random spots. And I think within a subset of that is a lot of Bub on the ball, getting reps, making decisions. But I think that's also going to be spread throughout the roster.
Coach, how do you balance the minutes between guys with experience and the rookies?
Yeah, that's a great question right there. I think I asked somebody else how to divvy these up. We've got an approach that we're going into. There will be guys available for some games that aren't available for other games. And, the front office has done a really good job of meticulously putting together the plan that we'll put in place. And those minutes will be distributed essentially before the game's played. Nothing will be random about what we do, but that's definitely the tricky part.
Sir,
how's Tristan looking going into year two?
Tristan's a kid who's got such a high basketball IQ, and I think that it showed towards the end of the season. During the 7 or 8 weeks of the offseason, he spent a couple of weeks home, but he was in here working. And during that time, he took another step. I think from an IQ standpoint, we know where he's at, and now we're trying to get a physicality standpoint to step up there, particularly on the defensive side. That's something that we're going to look for. He's shown a lot of growth there, but the games will be a good determining factor.
How important are these NBA Summer League games to specifically the 3 rookies that they're drafting this year?
Yeah, I think that they're huge. They're massive. I think that it gives you a little bit of a head start on, them kind of feeling like this is home. And I think that that's probably the number one thing that I would say. Outside of that, we get to put them in an environment, a pressure-packed environment, right, where, there are fans and things of that nature. So it can make them a little bit uncomfortable. And seeing how they react to that and learning from those situations is going to help them grow prior to training camp, preseason, and then obviously the regular season as well.
What do you hope the rookies really take out of these Summer League games? You just said that some of them might not play every single game or however it goes, but what do you really hope that they take away from it?
I think how we're going to operate as an organization, how we're going to function from an everyday standpoint, the type of mentality we're going to bring to any activity that we do, the intensity that we're going to bring. And I think that's not just about the games. That's about the practice. It's about your developmental sessions. It's about how you recover. It's about getting with the athlete care team and all of those things that really truly encompass being a 24-hour professional. And I think that's what we're looking to help them establish, the beginning of those habits.
You mentioned Alex has the green light to take the ball up the floor. What else can you tell us about his offensive role, and what type of situations you'll put him in?
You're going to see him in situations as a handler. You see him in situations as a screener, a roller, a popper. He's going to be a guy that's asked to hunt and create action, particularly on missed shots. And I think the beauty of it is you're going to see him in just about everything you can, right? We will run him off stagger screens for shots. We will run him with the ball in his hands as a handler in the pick and roll. He'll create action through dribble handoffs and more traditional actions. So, we're going to try to put him in as many of these different situations as we can. and so far he's really reacted well to those situations.
Alex, how are these last few days been as you guys prepare for the summer?
Yeah, it's been pretty good, like it's a new team, so we're all just getting together, learning new plays, so it's been pretty good.
What's it been like just kind of being around this roster and with a bunch of guys with NBA experience?
I mean, it's been nice, like some vets came in, AG was here, so it's just nice. They always give you tips because they play in the NBA. I didn't, so it's always nice having these guys around.
Do you feel like you're kind of slowly getting acclimated to the area, to what it takes to be a pro yet?
Yeah, I mean, like it's the first few weeks, but for sure, like that's what we're going to be practicing for the most of the year, and I'm definitely, getting used to it.
Situations they plan to put you in. Coach Toppert was telling us that there's a lot of different things they're going to have you do offensively.
Yeah, I mean, like that's his plan. I know that they're for sure going to be playing me in a lot of different spots, and I'm really glad I'm going to get to play in different spots.
What do you hope to show folks during these summer games? What do you want to showcase during this time?
Yeah, I mean, just settling myself as a Wizard, like getting used to play with this jersey, getting a lot of reps, and I hope to get better at Summer League.
It's just Summer League, but I mean, you're wearing a practice shirt now that says Wizards on it. Have you thought about the moment where you put on a jersey that says Washington or Washington Wizards?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, we already did that for photo shoot, so I already know how it feels like, but it's exciting, I'm part of the NBA team, and we're going to get to play some games as soon as a couple of days from now.
What do you hope to take out of these games? What do you hope to really learn in Vegas?
Yeah, I mean, just learning a lot about our way of playing, just getting to know the guys that I'm playing with, and, just improving.
Tristan said he's known you for a really long time, back to your days in Madrid. What's it been like? What was it like getting to know him then and then reuniting with him here?
Yeah, I mean, since when we was 14, I played in Real Madrid, and he was there. So, it's just funny now being on the same team. Sometimes we talk about the Real Madrid days, and, it's just nice seeing how far we came.
How are you doing? How are you liking this environment so far, and what are you hoping to gain from these summer leagues?
Yeah, it's great. Everyone here has been great. We've been working very, very hard, especially the guys that have been here since like last season, since April. We're really working hard, and the new people that came in for Summer League, they brought great energy. So I think we built a great team and great environment.
How would you compare this to a year ago when you were preparing for your first summer game?
Me or team-wise? Me, I feel in shape, way better shape than last year, and for sure more comfortable. Coming from Europe straight here, it was a bigger change. And now that I've played a couple of actual NBA games, and playing last year's Summer League and playing this year, it's a lot. I feel a lot more comfortable for sure.
What do you hope to show in Vegas?
Myself, my game, the energy, the IQ, the shot making, the extra passes, helping my teammates be better. So that's what I'm most looking forward to.
A lot of buzz with the rookies that were drafted in this year's class. Playing with them, practicing with them. How are they kind of getting acclimated to them?
Yeah, they've been great, and they're great people too. I know Alex from when I was in Madrid. We were there for like 2 years together, so it's nice having somebody that we kind of, let's say, grew up playing basketball together in a way. That's been great, and Bob and Keyshawn, they're great people. You can see they love the game. They're very happy to be here, so that's been great.
Hey, Tristan, two-way contract. How's it feel to kind of take your time, develop, and learn behind a couple of vets at the same position?
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm just here to play basketball. So we got a lot of bigs this year. I'm ready to learn from them. Jonah's coming in. He's a great European big. So I can't wait to him to like guide me in a way. So yeah.
Can you tell us more about knowing Alex years back?
Yeah, so I think he came my second year in Madrid, and he was always big, tall, athletic big. I didn't really get to play with him. I think we practiced a couple of times together because of like the age difference. So he's always been great. A bit quiet, but I'll make sure he opens up a bit.
What do you think about the roster that you guys have going to Vegas?
Oh, it's great. Like I said, everybody's really been working hard. Everybody has had a good body language. It's happy. And they're all happy to be here. You can see everybody. We're working as a team. Nobody's like very individual. Nobody's like looking at themselves. Everybody looking at the team, and that's a big thing.